Welcome to Community Conversations. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. You are listening and watching 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. Listen, I love community conversations because we get to talk about things happening in our community and how nonprofit organizations are making a difference. Today's conversation is special to me because I'm all about empowering women, but I also love to empower business owners. And my queen for my guest today is Miss Renika Smiley, who is the founder and CEO of Empower GenNow Network. How you doing, beautiful?
Hello, Ebony. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having us on this morning.
Oh, yes. It's always a pleasure talking with you. You were one of my founders for the I Am Queen Awards, my founder in spades. She was the queen of spades. And the reason I love Renika so much because she has bossed up on so many levels, starting off in promotion, and then taking that promotion into doing entrepreneurship. And now she's not just doing entrepreneurship. She has her own boutique, but she also helps other bosses boss up. So salute to you, Queen. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Ebony. And I'm so proud of you too with the Ebony J media brand and how far you have gotten with your different collaborations for Ohio Media School. And I believe you did some media curriculum and coordination and directing over at Don High School too.
Yes, ma'am. I'm learning
really
from the best. You're showing me how to do it, Queen. Okay.
I appreciate that. Well, we've been knowing each other for a long time. So you've been at it for a long time. So, I look up to you too. So, my background was in radio and I still haven't got to do anything with it yet, but I'm hoping I can, learn and kind of get that foundation again and go back into it for a part-time project.
Come on. Don't give up now. It's still time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your business, GenNow Network. For those who are tuning in who have never heard about it, tell us what your business does and who it helps.
Absolutely. So GenNow Cincinnati Network, which has changed our name into Empower GenNow Network, is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. Our organization's mission is to provide world-class networking, mentorship, and career training to all young professionals. So our organization has been around for about 7-8 years now. I started the organization after, being in nightlife club promotion, going to the University of Cincinnati. I kind of wanted to find myself. So I left Cincinnati for a little while. I did some traveling. I ended up in Chicago and I ended up in Atlanta for a little while. And I kind of adapted and transitioned and grew into a young professional when I went to the bigger city markets. And so when I came back to Cincinnati, I seen that a lot of that vibrancy that you get in bigger city markets for young professionals was missing here in Cincinnati. It's not that we didn't have the young professionals, just a lot of the coordination and programming was missing here in Cincinnati. So when I came back home, I decided to create this organization, which is GenNow. And we began hosting events at local bars, and brought in a panel of professionals, highlighted young professionals, and then we just grew from there and start hosting events at top corporations, getting sponsored by top corporations in Cincinnati, such as Procter & Gamble, Regional Chamber of Commerce, Macy's Company, Fifth Third Bank, RDI, and the list goes on. And so, of course, everyone had an impact to the coronavirus. We continue to thrive through the coronavirus with our partnerships with United Way and Greater Cincinnati Foundation while hosting events virtually. And now we're going back to hosting events physically for young professionals.
Yes, 2023, we can expect some more events. I love your events too, because you meet all types of different people, young professionals. I feel like when I go to some events for young professionals, you kind of get people that work in the same industry, but your events, you get people from everywhere. Like, I love that part about it. So yes, we can expect it when you doing the first event, Queen?
Oh, we're doing a first event in March. And so we're looking at another date in March now because the date we were originally going to do was actually opening day for the Reds.
Oh
And you
yeah,
can't
can't
do
compete with
opening
that.
day. So I'm actually waiting on the venue now to give us a different date. But we'll have our once a month event starting at the end of March. And then we'll have the kickoff for the new program that we're about to speak about in March
Now,
as well.
no, let's go ahead and talk about it because I love the fact that you've even came up with this idea. So let me not spoil the beans. Talk to us about how events became.
The event or the program that we're launching?
The program.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the program that we're launching, it was organically for a while. I have done different events in the city for African American women in an arena of like empowerment women, and I wanted to do something more. And so what I found out from research and different articles in the city is that African American women, bachelor degrees holders, are making less than $15 an hour, which is outrageous. And
Right.
the disparities in equality in Cincinnati is still is hard, and we still have a poverty issue in Cincinnati. And so what made me think about that program and became more passionate about it, it made me think about my mom, who was a woman who had two different dietetic degrees, one associate from Cincinnati State, one bachelor's from the University of Cincinnati. And my mother has her master's degree from Wesley, Indiana, I believe, for business management and human resource. And so my mom, she went through that phase of finding herself as an African American single mother in her career, and it took a long time. And it shouldn't be race disparities, and it shouldn't take African American women in Cincinnati, and it's just not Cincinnati, I believe is across the country, that much time to actually get into their career. And so even though our organization focuses on events for all diverse young professionals, I felt like this was a program and a need and a problem that we can solve here at Generation Now for African American young professional women between the ages of 21 to 40. Is usually young professionals, but we allow this program to extend to the age of 45.
So how many women will be included in this first cohort?
So for the first cohort program, we're looking at opening up the program to 30 to 40 women for the first cohort. And we already have 45 women registered
So
who
when
has
we're thinking,
applied.
well, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. We already have 45 women that have applied for the program, and the application has only been open for um, 10 days.
Oh yes, that's great news. So again, we only looking for 45. 45 have already applied. And when does it close? How long do we have to apply?
We have to apply to February 16th.
So you better hurry up and get it in. And that means more people will be like, this is a competitive program, right?
Yes, it's a competitive program. There'll be a mix of soft skills, career preparation, which everyone needs because they're always updating uh, resume building like every year, where you have to have your resume kind of this way for this year, for this job, for this industry. And then next year they have new guidelines of how they want your resume built. So resume preparation and interview preparation never goes out of style. So career preparation is something that you'll always see in any training program. We also have conflict management, communication skills, and then the biggest bulk of skills that African American women really truly wanted help with is actually financial literacy, home buying skills. Like from the applications that we have right now, women that have applied, I believe 80% of the women in our application portal are renting and not homeowners.
Wow.
And
It's
75% of these women are actually single mothers.
Wow. Now, are a lot of these women, are their college degree holders as well?
Yes, it's 50-50 from the quarter of applications that we have right now. 50% of the women are degree holders, and 50% have some form of college.
It's just so messed up. You spend all that money to go to school because, of course, that's what they were telling everybody to do. And then you mean to tell me we come out of college and we still not making minimum wage? It's just like, what? I just don't
Yeah,
believe it.
it's an unfortunate thing. And then even there's also research that shows that African American women are the least expected to actually move up into leadership roles in companies.
Oh,
So
wow.
not only are we affected by this in the leadership roles, we're affected by this at the entry level and management roles. So it's something that has to give, and it's something that has to stop. And unfortunately, into Cincinnati sees that to improve the poverty issue in Cincinnati means that we have to help African American women.
We have to. And a part of that helping is giving us the knowledge, because it's not that we all want to rent. You're renting because you don't believe you can get a house, because they put all these superficial ideas about what it means to get a house or how you can get a house, so you feel like you can't. But giving us access to the information, having the resources, like you said, I think all of those things are important. Now, I know there are a lot of different programs out here that are built to help entrepreneurs. However, I've been through a lot of programs, but you see a lot of people continuously going through programs. What would you say is setting your program different from the other programs that people may have heard of, like Mortar or, the Chambers program?
Yes. So it sets Advance different from those programs. So Mortar is mostly a brick and mortar program, and it's for all entrepreneurs. And their focus is entrepreneurship. And so I'm not sure their curriculum of what they're training you with, but with Generation Now, you'll get a mix of actual components for training. We're not necessarily actual entrepreneurship program. Advance isn't, but we are looking to start another component for African American women that will help with training just in the realm of entrepreneurship, but we will have a mix of entrepreneurship curriculum in the program, since everyone today is an entrepreneur, and the world, not just Black women, but all people are. But mainly, if you look at the people who are launching businesses in United States, the people who are launching the most businesses are Caucasian men and African American women.
Right.
And so it's important to have entrepreneurship for African American women too, since we're second next to Caucasian men of launching businesses in the United States.
Agreed. So when does this program start?
So the program launches at the end of March. So what we're doing is, after we close the applications, we will have interviews for all of the people who have applied, all of the women who have applied for the program. We'll go through an interview, and then through that interview, the women who will become selected for the program will actually doodle their schedule of their availability, and that's how we will choose what night we will begin the program. But the program will be on a weeknight, 2 hours a week from 6 to 8 p.m. We just want the women in the program to pick which night works best for them, and not us picking the night for them.
Now, is there a cost to this program?
Yes, the cost is $100. You can pay $100. You can pay $50 up front, or you can pay $100 fully, but you will have to pay, at least $50 to start the program. And we wanted the program to be affordable. So that's what it separates us from the Regional Chamber of Commerce program, which Generation Now program is more affordable, because we know that we're dealing with women who already are having disparities. They don't have the money to actually afford to pay $4,500, $2,500 to get the resources of training. And why would the women who are having the most disparities in Cincinnati and who needs the most resources and are the most in poverty and who are birthing the most kids in Cincinnati and who are building the most businesses in Cincinnati, why would they have to pay $2,500 for resources that they can't afford? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Make that make sense. Of course, I can't sign up for that program. I can't put my money over there if I'm a single mother with 3 kids.
Yeah, so it's pointless. So it's like that program is not meant to last. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to last. Programs like that aren't meant to last. Not saying that program won't last, but it won't see the impact, and it won't see the changes that need to be made because it's not realistic.
Yeah. So
And
if we're
so
interested in this program and we want to join, we want to come be a part or maybe even help, how do we reach out to you or how do we connect?
absolutely, you can reach out to me via email at my first name, Renika, RENIKA .SMILEY at GENNOW Cincy.org. And you can also reach me through our website, www.empoweradvance, no D at the end.org, and go apply.
Yes, go apply. Good luck. Don't be afraid. No, this year is yours. You can level up and boss up. Renika has done it. So she's put together a team of women and other entrepreneurs that are going to help you boss up like they've helped her. And if you're interested, don't wait. Again, you can email her, renika.smiley@GenNow.org. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming to talk with me today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us, and we appreciate you, and we can't wait to get you involved in the program and collaborate with Ebony J Media.
Definitely looking forward to it. If you have any more questions about Generation Now, make sure you go and connect now. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. Got more community conversations after these messages, so make sure you stick around. This is 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station.